Hello everyone, you are welcome to this week's market breakdown. So for this week, we'll be looking at DXY, USDCHF, CHFJPY, BTCUSD, EURUSD, EURCAD, and some other pairs. So for this week's market breakdown, we'll start analysis with the DXY. So I will delete everything and start the analysis afresh. So this is DXY on the daily time frame. So on the daily time frame, we can draw out this level of support here. So we've got the first, second. So this is the first touch of this level of support, and this is the second touch of this level of support. So we're anticipating the third touch of this level of support. And also we can draw out this trend line. So we've got the first touch of this trend line, the second touch, and we're also waiting for the third touch of the trend line to continue with the move to the downside. But looking at the current market structure is actually far from the trend line because this is the daily time frame. So let's go down to the 4-hour time frame to see what's happening on the 4-hour time frame. So on the 4-hour time frame, you can see DXY has broken out of this consolidation over here. This build up, like I always say, guys, after every consolidation, there must be an expansion. That's how the market moves. The market consolidates and expand. And we can also draw out these highs over here. So as you can see, DXY has broken out of a bearish flag pattern, which is a continuation pattern in the market. So what are we anticipating? We're anticipating DXY to continue with the sell move down to this level of support before any possible reversal. So what this means is that we should be looking for sells on the USD pairs and then buys on pairs that are paired to the USD like GBP USD, Euro USD, NZD USD, and other pairs that are paired to the USD. So let's go down to the 1-hour time frame to have a clearer look. So on the 1-hour time frame, we can draw out this level over here. So we've got the breakouts of this level. So on DXY, we should be expecting DXY to test this level of resistance and also this trend line over here. So we have a lot of confluence to take sales on USD pairs because DXY will be retesting this level that has been broken and also this trend line. So there's a lot of confluence on DXY. So we should be expecting to see sales on USD pairs. So this is my analysis on DXY. So a quick recap on DXY. We've got the breakout of this bearish flag pattern. So what are we anticipating? We're anticipating the retest of the pattern, also this level of resistance over here. So we should be looking for sales on USD pairs. So the next pair on my list is USD CHF. So for this USD CHF, I'm already on, as you can see, I have my short position on USD CHF because I executed this trade on Friday. So I won't delete my analysis on USD CHF. I'll just explain the reason I took this trade on USD CHF. So on USD CHF, you can see USD CHF is actually respecting this level of resistance over here. So we've got the first touch, second touch, and the third touch of this resistance. That's why USD CHF is dropping to the downside. So what are we anticipating? We're anticipating USD CHF to sell down to this level of support before any possible reversal on USD CHF. So the reason I took this trade, so let's go down to the 4-hour time frame. The reason I took this trade is just a simple textbook setup. Like I always tell you guys, simplicity is the key to the money, while complicated is just a headache in the market. So we've got the first touch of this trend line, the second touch, and the third touch of the trend line. And at the third touch, you can see a lot of rejection over here. And we can also draw out this level of resistance over here. So there's a lot of confluence on this USDCHF. So as you can see, the market has broken this level, tested, dropped, and also testing the trend line at same time. So and you can see we have a lot of weak rejection here. And I took the sell at the closure of this candle. So we had an indecision candle followed by a bearish engulfing candle. So that was my confirmation to take sales on USDCHF. So I'm currently on this trade. So it's currently at entry. So if you want to take advantage of this trade, you can take advantage of this trade because it's currently at the entry. So these are the parameters, and the risk to reward is 2.50 risk to reward. I'm risking 30 pips to get 76 pips on this trade. So the next pair on my list is EURCAD. So I will delete everything and start the analysis afresh. So this is EURCAD on the daily time frame. So what can we do? Like I always say, guys, the first thing you do, you draw out your trend line. You know, we trade with the trend. We don't trade against the trend. So we've got the first touch of this trend line, and then also the second touch of the trend line. So what are we anticipating? We're anticipating the third touch of the trend line to continue with the buy move to the upside. But looking at the current market structure is actually far from this trend line. So what do? We trade what we see, not what we think. So let's go down to the 4-hour time frame to see how we can join the move to the upside. So on the 4-hour time frame, you can see EURCAD has broken out of this level. EURCAD has broken out of this chart pattern over here. So we've actually got a break and retest of this chart pattern. Guys, if you can train your eyes to spot patterns in the market, trading will be very easy for you because the market is very easy when you can spot chart patterns. So as you can see, we've got a breakout and retest of this chart pattern. And at the retest, we got a pin bar candlestick pattern, which was a confirmation to take buys on EURCAD. So looking at the current market structure, what can we do? How can we join this move to the upside? So let's go down to the 1-hour time frame to see how we can join the move to the upside. So on the 1-hour time frame, we can draw out this level over here. So looking at this chart, you can see this is an inverse head and shoulder pattern. So you can see this one shoulder. You can see this is the head, and this is another shoulder. So this is an inverse head and shoulder pattern forming on EURCAD, which is a reversal pattern in the market. So guys, trading is simple and easy. Just train your eyes to spot the patterns in the market and you can capitalize on the move. So what are we waiting for on this chart? It's just a simple setup. We are waiting to get a confirmation candle at this level and take buys to the upside on EURCAD. A very simple and straightforward analysis on EURCAD. So this is my analysis on EURCAD, and we can also connect this trend line, this minor trend line over here. So if we don't get our candlestick confirmation at the retest of this level of support, we can wait for the confirmation on this trend line, at the touch of this trend line. So is either we get a confirmation candle on this level of support, or we get a confirmation candle at the touch of the trend line. So we are going to be monitoring EURCAD on this level of support and also this trend line. So let's see how EURCAD plays out on this level of support and also the trend line. So the next pair on my list is EURAUD. So I will delete everything and start the analysis afresh. So on Euro AUD, first thing we do, we connect our trend line. So we've got the first touch of this trend line, the second touch, and also waiting for the third touch of the trend line. Like I always say, we trade what we see, not what we think. So let's go down to the 4-hour time frame to see what's going on the 4-hour time frame. So on the 4-hour time frame, we can mark out this level. So we've got the first touch, the second, and the third. And at this point, we've got a breakout of this level, and we can also connect the lows. So guys, this is a continuation chart pattern in the market. So we've got a breakout of this chart pattern. So what are we waiting for? After every breakout, there must be a retest of the breakout. So we're just waiting for Euro AUD to retrace back to this level, test this trend line that has been broken, and if we get our confirmation candle, we'll take buys on Euro AUD, and our target will be this level over. Our target will be this level over here, and our stop loss will just be below the confirmation candle. So this is my analysis on Euro AUD. So we've got a breakout of this continuation chart pattern. All we're gonna do is just to wait for the market to retrace back to this trend line. And at the touch of this trend line, if we get our candlestick confirmation, we'll take buys to the upside. So the next pair on my list is CHFJPY. So I will delete everything and start the analysis afresh. So looking at CHFJPY, okay, let's connect the trend lines so we can mark out this level over here. So we've got the first touch of this trend line, the second touch, and we can also draw out this level of support over here. All right. So guys, this is the power of the bigger time frame. So when you start your analysis from the daily time frame, just looking at the daily time frame, you can predict the overall move of the market. So looking at the daily time frame, you can see CHFJPY is actually moving to the upside to touch this trend line before any possible move to the downside. So let's go down to the 4-hour time frame to see what we have there on the 4-hour time frame. So on the 4-hour time frame, we can connect our trend line. So this is a low and this is another low. So guys, you can cut through the wick of a candle, but never cut through the body of the candle. So we've got the first touch of this trend line, the second touch, and what are we waiting for? We're waiting for the third touch of this trend line to take buys on on CHF JPY. So current market structure is actually far from this trend line. Like I said, we trade what to see, not what to think. So let's go down to the 1-hour time frame to see how we can capitalize on the current move. So on the 1-hour time frame, we've got the breakout of this 1-hour trend line over here. So actually, we've got the break and retest of this trend line over here. So this is the first touch of the trend line. The second, so let me adjust this 4-hour the 4-hour trend line to make our charts clean. So we've got the first touch of the trend line, the second touch, the third touch, and at the fourth touch, we've got the break and retest of the trend line. So this is actually a valid setup for sales on on CHF JPY. But this is a Sunday night, and I don't usually trade on Mondays because Mondays the market is actually messy on Monday, and the market movement can be capricious on Mondays. So I don't really like trading on Mondays. But this is actually a valid setup to take sales on CHF JPY. But I don't trade on Mondays, so I can't call this signal out. But this is a valid setup for sales on CHFJPY because we've got the breakout and retest of this trend line, and our target will be this trend line over here. So for those that want to risk on this trade, you can take sales on CHFJPY, and your stop loss should be above this candle over here. Then your targets will be this trend line over here. But like I said, the market movements on Mondays is usually capricious, so I don't like trading on Mondays. So for those that want to risk on this trade, this is a valid setup to take sales on CHFJPY. So the last pair on my list is BTCUSD. So I've not traded BTCUSD for some time now, but on Friday when I look at the chart, I saw a very clear market structure, and I decided to add it to my watch list for this week. So looking at BTCUSD, I will start my analysis from the weekly time frame because BTCUSD has been trending for some time now. So starting from the weekly time frame, we can connect our trend lines on the low. So we've got the first touch of this trend line, the second touch, and the third touch of this trend line. So what are we waiting for? We're waiting for BTC USD to move down to this trend line to give us the fourth touch of this trend line. So what this means is that we should be looking for sales on BTC USD because the market goes up, calm down, goes up and calm down. So that's how the Forex market moves. So let's go down to the daily time frame to see what's happening on the daily time frame. So on the daily time frame, looking at BTC USD, we can connect our trend line on those highs. So we've got the first touch, the second touch, and the third touch of this trend line. So we've got the first touch of this trend line, the second touch, the third touch of the trend line. And what can we do? Like I said, we are anticipating BTC to drop down to this weekly trend line before we continue with the buy move to the upside. So if we go down to the 4-hour time frame, you can see BTC has broken out of this chart pattern over here. Like I always say, guys, after every breakout, we must wait for the retest of the breakout. So you can see BTC has broken out of this chart pattern. So what are we waiting for? We're waiting for the retest of the chart pattern, and we can also mark out this level over here. So my analysis on BTC is for BTC to retrace back to this level of resistance, and will take sales to the downside, down to this trend line over here. So this will be our target on BTC. So we just have to wait for the market to retrace back to this trend line, and we'll take sales at the confirmation when we get our confirmation candle to the downside, and our target will be this trend line over here. So guys, this is my analysis on BTCUSD, and these are the pairs I'll be looking at for this week's market breakdown. So if you've not subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and turn on the notification bell so you get notified whenever we post any content on our YouTube channel. And make sure you follow us on all social media platforms. And I wish you all a profitable trading week. See you on the next video.